true warrior is not identified by his money, his muscles, or his mouth, but rather by the scars seen on his skin and unseen on his soul.
When the crazy train leaves the station, you don't have to be on board. Just saying. Proverbs 22:1 says, "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches." Your most valuable asset is your reputation. So young men, the men that you're following on the internet and getting your life advice from, let me ask you, what do they have more of? More money or more reputation as a good man and a man of integrity and a man of honor?
It doesn't matter how expensive and well made a saddle is. A new saddle will squeak. It will squeak because it hasn't had the experience and the wear and the oil and the care. A brand new saddle will squeak, and then you know it is a brand new, inexperienced saddle. The greener it is, the louder it is. Don't be a squeaky saddle.
Just about anything in life, whether it's your saddle, your knife, or your friend, it's better to have one good one that you can count on than 10 cheap ones that may or may not be there when the day is done. Invest in quality, not quantity. While you fellas are working so hard these days on being masculine, being tough, and being manly, today I want you to just be nice. Take somebody in your house that you just kind of taken for granted and give them a hug. Tell your child that they're doing good and that you're proud of them. Call your mama. Tell her you love her. Can I read you something? Maturity is not realized in a vacuum, nor patience found on the move, as there is no joy without tears, and no courage without fears. So this thing called love demands unfettered room to choose not to love. Unless you can choose not to love, you cannot love. It is a great paradox. If you want to be a strong man, you have to take on the responsibility of protecting those that are in your care. The most difficult part about protecting those that are in your care is protecting them from themselves. That means you have to have the courage to say no and a willingness to be the bad guy sometimes. If you can be disliked by those you love the most and those you sacrifice for the most, for their own good, you got it. My dad always said, "Son, if I tell you everything I know, you'll be smarter than me, because you'll know everything I know and everything you know. Don't open up your head and dump out everything that's in it, or your heart. Don't show the world all your cards. Then the world will be smarter than you, because they'll know everything they know, plus everything you know." You know, one of the ways we can save ourselves grief in life is to make sure we really want something before we ask for it and go after it. A lot of times you think you want it, but you don't make sure. You ask for it and you get it. Then you find out it's not what you wanted. So make sure it's what you want, whatever it is, before you ask for it. And stop asking for so much. If you're going to successfully argue with a thoughtful man, you need to at least try to be thoughtful. If you're going to try to argue with a studied man, you need to study. If you want to argue with a mindless mouth, all you got to be is a mindless mouth. A lot of nervous, spastic, foolish energy in your horse can be dissipated easily by you taking them out in long hours of calm, steady work. It's called sweaty, wet saddle blankets, and you can't make a good horse without it. The same thing works with kids.
And the same thing will work with you. Try it.